There are two things in this world that is inevitable, that you can't avoid, that you will experience, and that is death, and that is suffering. And those two inevitable experiences come in different forms. Not everybody dies the same, and not everybody suffers the same. But us as individuals, there are some things that we can do to subsidize those two inevitable experiences with other experiences within our feudal time and our existence. And it all comes with choice. You can be happy, whether temporary, short term, long term. You can be successful. You can be prosperous. But they're all choice. They're all decisions that you make actively. You can choose to be happy. And a lot of the times, happiness comes from perspective. You can be successful. And success can be, and what you deem as success, you can be a success in a negative or positive way, but success is success, whatever you set your mind to. And prosperity, you can be prosperous. You can achieve some tangible things in this world, but it all comes at a choice. And what I mean by that is this. By the time you do have, instead of letting life choose your fate, you should make a decision as well. And a lot of people live in autopilot. They go day to day on a routine, but they have no goal, they have no direction. And they have these grandiose beliefs or feelings that they're going to achieve something in life. Which is just not the case. How are you going to achieve something in life when you're not doing anything to achieve anything? You're not going to get anything unless you gain something. How are you expecting to enjoy the one life you have if you're not doing anything with the one life you have? It's so funny. People want the emotion, but they don't want to do anything to get said emotion. And I myself, I would have realized this when I started to read and understand and look in the mirror and see that there are some things I can do and there are things that I should do that I do now. For example, in my pursuit of success, I do things like read, I invest, I study, I work out, I gain practical skills, and I set realistic goals, short term and long term. And with the time that I do have, over the several decades, I expect to live based on the way that I'm living. Unless something crazy happens, it's a high likelihood that I am going to be successful and I am going to be prosperous. And I'm content with that. I believe that it's a good thing. And I am emotionally stable in that belief because I'm doing the things that I can, that is in my power, and laying my best foot forward to make those dreams or those beliefs at the minimum very likely. And it's with that confidence I move into my other aspects of life, interpersonal and spiritual, that I'm able to achieve so much. Alongside the belief that as long as I'm with God and I'm living in the way that He wants me to, and I follow what He says, that I'll be good. And that's not something that I take lightly. I don't take a lot of stuff lightly when it comes to that. But people in this world need to be aware of it. They need to be aware of what is in their control and what isn't in their control, what is inevitable and which isn't inevitable, and start to make decisions and choices that is based on them, not selfishly, but aware decisions on their well-being. I'm not saying that I don't think people should protest for the misfortune of the many that can protest. I'm not saying that you can't stand up for people. I'm saying you should handle the issues that you have within before you try to handle other issues that involve other people. If you're financially unstable, you don't have any knowledge, you don't have any wisdom, you don't have any education, I don't think you're a suitable candidate to protest for matters that have no concern to you, or rather fighting battles for people, and you haven't fought your own battles. You haven't fought your own demons. You haven't sorted out the issues that's in your life for you to be fixing other people. Are you trying to be a contractor, building buildings, and you don't have your house? You don't even have the finances to build your house. You don't have the experience to build your house, and you're trying to build other people's houses as a professional. And yes, you can buy your house, sure, but the fact still stands. You don't have the tools to fix simple issues. How are you going to fix complex issues? How are you going to fix other people's lives if you can't fix yours? It's really that simple. But death is inevitable. Suffering is inevitable. Malcolm X, he said that he lives like a man that died, 50 years ago? And he didn't share any hate. He didn't have any feelings towards what he did. He took action. He dedicated himself to what he was doing. He dedicated himself to purpose. And that's a good thing. In fact, that's a great thing. He didn't chase any of the other things. He put all his eggs in one basket, and he achieved great movements in the United States for Black people. But the difference between him and the people today is they have their issues at home that they're still trying to fix. Malcolm X, if he had any issues, he didn't care about them. He dedicated his life to one purpose. And that's a choice also. To dedicate your life to one purpose is a great sacrifice that very few people are willing to do. Some men dedicate their whole life to service, to self-sacrifice, to the people that they live around, their communities. Some people dedicate their life to research and knowledge. And these are great, noble things that very few people do. And I commend every last one of them. They're strong men, they're strong women, they're strong individuals. Because very few people are even aware that they can do that or have the guts to do it. Especially when you know that death is inevitable and suffering is inevitable, but you still pursue selfless ambition.